This is the time of year that I lose my voice. So I'm a little softer today. I think it's still working though. Take a comfortable seat, nice and tall through the spine. Close your eyes for a moment. Let your attention and awareness go to the breath. When you're focusing on the breath and not asking yourself to do other complicated movements or postures, so like just here now, try to make the exhale a little longer than the inhale. As simple as if you inhale for a count of 3 or 4, make the count on the exhale a 5 or a 6. Each time you find those little pauses in practice, pauses in your day, go back to this point of creating more length in your exhale. It can do wonders for tapping into the parasympathetic nervous system, which lets you soften, lets you ease. Okay. And then starting from that place of ease, tuck the chin down to the chest and rock the head from side to side. Right ear over towards the right shoulder, keep it there. Take the opposite hand out to the side to get that extra bit of stretch. Perhaps adding the hand on top of the ear for a second amount of stretch. Bring the hands back to the thighs. Switch over to the other side, left ear towards the left shoulder, right fingertips out, left hand on top of the right ear. Always nice to start, especially first thing in the morning, with a little attention to head, neck, and shoulders. It also just helps me signal the beginning of practice. So helpful to the brain to have those repetitions. Chin back down to the chest here. As you lift the head and gently open the eyes, take the body into a cat and cow position, just shifting back and forth. And then from here, change the feet to soles of the feet together. Keep the cat and cow going. Lift up really tall and fold over your feet and stay there. Just hands to the ground or hands holding the feet if that feels good. A few pauses of the breath. And as you make your way back up, all the way over to all fours. Shift, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and go back to that same cat and cow motion. Let the spine go back and forth. And then as you're moving through practice, the important piece of the breath is to just keep drawing your mind and awareness back to it. Change to downward facing dog here. But not tapping into a specific breathing pattern, just what feels right with the movement. It'll probably be a little quicker. Lean more towards the even pace of inhale and exhale. That's good. From this downward facing dog, step your right foot all the way forward to a low lunge. Knee over ankle, fingertips in line with the toe. Lift the back leg high enough that you can make it straight, so it's a really upright sort of lunge. And take the right hand to the sky. Twisted lunge. Down dog lunge, bring the hand to the inside, spin the back heel down, and walk your hands out to the side or over that front corner of the mat that you're looking at. Bring the hands back in, again to the low lunge. This time, back knee down to the mat. Walk your hands up to your front thigh. Lift both arms to the sky. And once more, twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee now, palms together. Keep that back knee down. Untwist and step it all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale and come forward to plank pose. Slow exhale as you lower down. Inhale, cobra. And then downward facing dog. Same work on the second side, so step the left foot forward into your long, low lunge. I say upright but I just mean in the legs. It's that more lift up and press back through the back heel. Easier to sustain as you add the twist here, left hand high. And then down dog lunge, hands to the inside, spin back heel down. Walk the hands forward, a little bit out to the side, fine as well. As you walk the hands back in around the front foot, pick up the back heel, lower the back knee, walk the hands up to the front thigh. Don't worry so much about dropping the hips down, stay lifted, lift the arms. Take that length of the torso into another twist, right elbow to the outside of the knee. And then untwist and step it all the way back to downward facing dog. Forward to plank. Lower down to the mat. Cobra, lift the chest. Now child's pose, press back. Here in child's pose, nice long reach out to the fingertips as you sit your hips down and back. Walk the hands over towards the right side. Get in that side body length. Walk the hands across the center, on over to the left. And back to the middle. Come up to all fours. Take the right hand at first straight out in front of you to tone in the abdomen. And then swing the arm out to the side. Good. Try to keep the hips this square and lift the right hand up to the sky. An open twist. And then thread the needle. Take the right arm under the left. Set your right shoulder, ear, side of the face down to the mat. Lift the left arm up to the sky. Place the left hand back beside your face and come back to all fours. Second side, take the left hand out in front and then out to the side. Again, trying to keep the hips like this, so not balancing on one more than the other. Lift the left arm up to the sky in an open twist. Stay engaged in the abdomen as you take it to your twisted position. Left shoulder, ear, side of the face down to the mat. Hips still square. Take the right hand high. Good. Place the right hand back beside your face. Use it to help you come up to all fours. And then do downward facing dog. And take twisted down dog. So the thing that can help, I think helps here, is take the hands together first so that your thumbs are touching, hands more towards the midline of the mat, and at the same time, feet as wide as the yoga mat. And much like we just did, take the right hand up, straight out to the front, and then out to the side. And then like you're twisting underneath, but that twist underneath is hold on to the outside of your left leg. You can hold high to the thigh, lower to the calf or ankle. And then untwist and set the right hand down. Right, so that the thumbs touch, hands to the midline. It can hold you strong. Triangular shape, front hand, back 2 feet. Lift the left hand straight out. Get you strong and engaged in the abdomen. Keep that as you add the twist. Left hand goes out to the side for a moment. And then thread under the body. Hold on to your right leg. Look to hold on to the outside of the leg rather than the inside. So you get that grip to kind of pull into for the twist. And place both hands down. Full downward facing dog. Hands shoulder distance apart. Feet go back to about hip distance apart. Look forward to your hands and travel to the front of the mat, a walk, a step, a jump. Half lift, forward fold. Stand, reach up to the sky. Palms together, center of the chest. A few rounds of sun salutations here. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Listen up, I'm going to add lunges to the sun salutation. So keep your right foot forward, step the left foot back. Come up to your high lunge, arms to the sky. Lower the hands on either side of the front foot. Step back to plank. Lower down to the mat. Peel the chest up. Change to downward facing dog. And step the left foot forward. Come up to high lunge. Give it a breath. Lower the hands around the front foot and step forward, both feet to the front of the mat. Half lift. Forward fold. Stand, arms to the sky. Palms to the center. Keep going a little bit like that, adding on, changing things up. Lift the arms high. Exhale, fold. Half lift. This time, left foot stays forward. Step the right foot back to start. Come up to the high lunge. Hold on to your right wrist. Lean over towards the left. As you bring it back to the center, take the hands down to the floor, step back to plank. Lower down to the mat. Baby cobra to full cobra. Downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward. Come up to your high lunge. Hold on to your left wrist, reach over towards the right side. Back to the center, lower the hands down, step both feet to the front of the mat. Half lift, forward fold. Stand up, arms to the sky. Palms together, center of the chest. Good. Keep going like this, lift up. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Step the left foot back, low lunge. Spin the back heel down. Warrior one, come up to flat feet, still bend the front knee a lot. Lift the arms, look up to the sky. Lower the hands either side of the foot, step back to plank. Down to the mat. Cobra, you can always substitute a hold of plank instead of the flow here. Downward facing dog. Second side, left foot forward. Right heel down. Warrior one, come upright. Look straight ahead or try looking up in between the hands. Notice the breath. Work together. Lower the hands down. Step forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Stand up, arms to the sky, palms together, center of the chest. There's one more round to even this out. Lift up, forward fold, half lift, left foot forward, step your right foot back now. Spin the back heel down through warrior one. And then adding here, lean the torso forward, palms together, and take a twist. So keeping the feet flat, palms together, twist and look towards the left side. Elbow, if it goes, to the outside of the knee. If not, no big deal. As you untwist, torso is still down and forward. Simply set the hands down around the front foot. Step through to plank. Again, the option to hold plank or continue with the vinyasa flow down. Peel the chest up. Change to down dog. Second side, right foot forward, back heel down. Warrior one. Lean the chest forward, press your butt back. Take the add-on pieces that work, palms together. Add a twist, left elbow towards the right side. So I've got my elbow away from the knee, just kind of hovering above. That feels what's workable right now, keeping attention, awareness, breath, body, all together. As you untwist, hands go down. That leverage to lift the back heel and step forward. Half lift, forward fold, stand up, arms to the sky. Palms together, center of the chest. Give yourself a few rounds of breath here. We've found stillness in the practice. Come back as much as possible to lengthening the exhale breath. Okay, and then we'll take the arms out to the side like goalpost. Good, press the right elbow under the left. Flip back to hold on to the hands, so eagle arms. And bend the knees, sit into the thighs like Utkatasana, and take the right leg on top. The higher we cross in the thigh, it should give you more room in the lower part of the leg to squeeze the foot against or behind the calf. And then try to sit up really tall, which is a stronger engagement in the abs. Relax in the shoulder, the head, the mind. Stay right here. Not adding anything to it, then release the leg. Straight legs, unwind the hands back to your goddess. Second side, so left elbow should go under the right. Come back to the hands. There's always the option to hold on to the shoulders instead. Bend the knees, sit into the thighs. And wrap the left leg on top. Here, just being aware that you're not holding your breath. Keep it moving. Just as finding this balance work is a constant movement as well. And then release the leg, stand tall, release the arms. Good. Arms straight up to the sky, exhale, forward fold. Take it back to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up into the air, three-legged dog. Bend the knee and open the hip. So try to point the right knee up to the sky here. And then do some big hip circles. You can kind of come forward and back in the hands as well. A little bit forward towards plank to get the body room to do these huge, big hip circles up and around. And circle the opposite direction too, so from the inside out. And then take the right knee for pigeon pose, right next to the right wrist, behind the right wrist. Heel towards the left hip. Walk the back leg out. Stay upright in this pigeon. Hands on either side of the front leg, nice and lifted through the spine. For me, if I push down through the back knee, a lot of times keep the back toes tucked. And keep the weight in the back leg, just like we do in a standing lunge. And then easier to release the arms. Try taking the hands up to the sky. If that's not working and you need their weight, please keep your hands down in that case. Okay, and then much like the twisting that we've already done, can you set the left elbow towards the right side, maybe even all the way across. And twisted pigeon pose. Again, no need to add the twist if it's counterintuitive to what your body needs right now. As you come out of the twist, lift the torso again, hands just down by your side this time. Take a breath. Release it out. Place the hands back down to the mat to lift out and back to down dog. Paddle through. Lift the left leg up into the air, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. So again, left knee points more towards the sky, trying to get our foot closer towards the right shoulder. And then the big circles. Getting the whole body a bit involved. A little bit of a sway forward and back towards plank and dog. Circle in both directions 2 or 3 times. And then going to the pigeon pose, that really active pigeon pose. Left knee to the back of the left wrist, heel towards the right hip. So the hips move down as you walk the back knee, foot further away from you towards the back end of the mat. But the hips never have to go all the way down to the mat. Hands down for security, hands up if works. Again, my hands up work because I've got more than half my weight in the back leg. And then trying to keep strong core as you go into the twist. So you're leaning forward, palms together, and then add elbow to the outside of the knee. Still a lot of weight into the back leg to keep you from falling towards the left. Carefully come out of the twist. Torso back upright. Good, and then palms down in front of you. Step it back, downward facing dog. Okay, look forward to the hands. Make your way to the front of the mat. Half lift. Forward fold. Stand, arms to the sky. And palms together, center of the chest. And taking in the breath, can you slow down, lengthen out the exhale. Okay, we're going to try to add these things together a little bit. So from the top of the mat, hands go out towards your goalpost. Cross the right elbow under the left. Bend the knees, sit into the thighs. And then right leg on top of the left for eagle pose. From eagle pose, shoot your right leg behind you like warrior three. So you're balancing on the left leg. Shoot the right leg back, warrior three. Then bring the toes down to the mat, change into a high lunge. Arms are still in eagle arms. Gently set the back knee down to the mat. Hinge torso forward so that the elbows can wrap towards the shin. And this is where we unlock the hands and change to pigeon, left knee towards the left wrist, heel towards the right side. One more time into the twist. It's right elbow to the outside of the left knee, palms together. Try to point the left elbow up to the sky. Untwist, pull the left knee back up towards the chest. In plank pose, you're hovering left knee towards the chest. And step the foot back into your lunge. Come up to high lunge, arms to the sky now. Step both feet to the front, Utkatasana, chair, sit. Stand all the way up. Hands to goalpost, take a breath. Let it go. And then wrap left elbow under the right, eagle arms. Add eagle legs, left leg on top of the right. So full eagle pose to start. Keep the arms as is. We change to warrior three. Kick the left leg behind you as you take that hinge. Torso about parallel to the floor. Let the toes find the floor. Walk it back to your high lunge, still in eagle arms. And tap the left knee down to the mat. Wrap the body down towards the right thigh. Elbows kind of hook below the knee. Stay there for a moment. And then a slow release. Take it into slow release. Hands go all the way down. And we go to our pigeon. Pull the right foot up. Set the knee down behind the right wrist. Heel towards the left hip. Here's where we get to add our twist again. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee in your pigeon twist. Untwist, set the hands back down. You go back to plank pose. Pull the right knee into the chest. Step the foot through. Here we're all the way up to high lunge. Step forward, Utkatasana. Stand up, palms to the center. Hands down by your side. Perhaps taking a quick mental walk through that sequence and then letting it go and staying with the breath. Focusing on the longer exhale to pull us towards cool down here of this practice. Standing forward fold, touch down towards the floor. Separate your feet enough to make this more easeful. Fingertips to the ground. Feel free to bend the knees and really hang over. More like ragdoll here. And then change to sit down onto your bum. Stretch the legs straight out in front of you. One more twist in a seated position. Right foot in and over. And make this a version of the twist that feels best for you right now. Perhaps that's just simply pulling up and staying center. Not even adding the twist. If you do want to add the twist, hold the front of the shin to make it most easeful. Wrap the elbow to the outside of the knee if you want another bit of extra effort in the twist. Slowly release the hold on the right side. Take it over to your second side. Place the foot to the outside of the leg. Sit up nice and tall. Add the look over the left shoulder. And as you release the twist, both legs out in front, fold over. From the seated forward fold, change to lie down onto your back. Pull the knees into the chest. Rock around a little bit. Add the little extras that feel good for you. Maybe happy baby. Take this unwinding bit into your final pose. Find the stillness for this practice. You can stay lying down on your back since you just got here. Feel free to roll to the side or come back to a seated position if you'd rather. Allow yourself 2 minutes of stillness. The mind feels busy, it's trying to jump to the thing that happens when you get off the yoga mat. Bring it back here now to the present by continuing to focus on that longer exhale, breathing. From your moment of stillness, do now slowly bring yourself back to a seated position if not already. And then palms together, thumbs to the sternum, really cementing the intention and goodness that we built in this practice to carry on throughout the rest of the day. As a way of transitioning and honoring. I sing the sound Om at the end of practice. Feel free to sing along here, to listen, or to tune it out. Empty the breath. Deep breath in. Bow in a depth of gratitude to yourself, each other, and this practice. Namaste.